Today I'm going to show you how to make a walnut stout pie with a flaky puff pastry crust that is sure to impress and super easy to make. Before we jump into the kitchen, I just want to give a huge thank you to our friends at California Walnuts for sponsoring this recipe. If you've never used walnuts to replace ground meat in your favorite dishes before, you're just going to love this. Go grab yourself a bag and let's get started. To make our walnut stout pie, you're going to need some fresh California walnuts. We have soaked these in hot water for 20 minutes, drained them, and then we sprayed them off. You're going to need some vegan-friendly puff pastry. This will act as our crust. Some stout beer, some soy sauce, all-purpose flour, vegan butter. We have some spices here. We have some ground cumin, ground mustard, black pepper, paprika, and dried thyme, mushrooms, nutritional yeast, minced garlic, onions, and carrots. First, we're going to make our walnut meat by adding our drained walnuts to a food processor with the rest of the flavoring ingredients like the soy sauce, minced garlic, spices, and nutritional yeast. Pulse this in a food processor a few times until it achieves a ground meat-like texture. Melt that vegan butter and add the onion and carrot. Cook this for about 3 to 5 minutes. Then you'll add the mushrooms and the walnut meat and saute another 2 minutes. Next, we're going to sprinkle on some all-purpose flour and stir until everything is nice and coated. Now we'll pour in the stout beer, cover this, and let it simmer for about 5 minutes. Now we're going to assemble our pies. I just have a nice little ramekin here. This makes 4 of these little ramekins, or you can make it into one big pie. So I'm putting a square of puff pastry on the bottom as the bottom layer, and then we'll add the filling on top of that. Now we're going to finish it by topping it with another square of puff pastry. I just like to squeeze these ends together. We're going to bake this at 400 until this pastry is nice and browned and crispy. Here is the final product on our walnut stout pies. Oh my gosh, as you can see, I dug in here so you could see that delicious meaty walnut filling, nice crisp puff pastry. Oh my gosh. Just so soul healing and stick to your ribs comfort food, but totally plant-based. We would love to know if you give this recipe a try. When you do, make sure you tag both us and California Walnuts in your walnut-rific creations so we can celebrate all of your kitchen wins with you. I am going to eat this now. Enjoy!